Weber DGES on a small block Ford, part 2. Just going to give you as much info as I can so you can basically get to where I'm at now. The intake manifold, will start there. That's like a Speedmaster EFI lower. It's basically a copy of the old Performer RPM. I had this intake milled down about 1.5 inches, and it's still, you can see, scrapes a little bit on the hood. The hood is a 2.5-inch cowl HO Fibertrons. With the intake, obviously you have to plug up the injector holes. Also, what's very important I found is that you need to make it open from the back to the front. This one has an exhaust crossover in this intake, so I had to weld up the exhaust crossovers, opened it up as much as I could, and then it turned that crossover into a vacuum source, so I use that to run the PCV valve. The fuel pressure, these carbs run at 3 psi. I had the fuel pressure regulator mounted on the intake manifold right here for a while, but it seemed to be very susceptible to the heat, and when it would be at, started up, it'd be at 4.5 psi, warm up, it dropped down to like 2. So since then I moved it over here. The fuel system, I got kind of a funky return system going, but you don't need that. You can just run straight pressure and deadhead the fuel lines at the carburetors. The jets on these carburetors I'm using are 155 primary, 160 air correctors, and 60 idles. And the long block is basically just the old crate engine from Ford from the 90s, the 385 horsepower. It has GT40X heads, and it has the HO, it's the SVO cam. It's a flat tappet cam, hydraulic lifters, and the timing I'm running at is just locked out at 34 degrees.